Good morning. It is right before sunrise at the end of November, and as you can see, I am already halfway up a mountain. Today, I am climbing Granite Mountain to the Granite Mountain Lookout. This is one of the best climbs off the I-90 corridor, and it takes us to one of Washington's historic fire lookouts. I thought this one was out for the season, but snow conditions are really good. There is not as much snow on the mountain as there usually is this time of year, so I am good to go up, because usually in the winter this mountain is known for very dangerous avalanches and avalanche slopes, so you can't do it really into the winter with heavy snow, but conditions are great. And I mean, you can already see it's beautiful. I am doing 8 miles and 3,700 feet of gain. I am halfway up this mountain, and the view is just going to keep getting better from here. It is cold, so I got to keep hiking up the mountain to stay warm. Well, there you have it. Sunrise over Snoqualmie Pass. And since I'm in the sun, it means it's time for sunscreen and my glasses. I just did the hardest part of this climb, which is basically 1,500 feet up very steep, very tight switchbacks. I am like almost done with that, and then it evens out a little bit, but I'm glad I got up high enough to get a good view of that sunrise. That is stunning. Doesn't matter how many times I see a sunrise in the mountains, they never get old. I made it onto the open slopes, and I'm sure you can hear the wind has picked up, but so the view has gotten incredible. Look at that. Oh my God, I don't think I could have asked for a more perfect day. Wow. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be all views from here on out. I'm almost to the final push to the summit. I got like another 1,000 feet or so to go, and oh wow, it's gonna be an awesome 1,000 feet, but woohoo! Wind! There it is! The lookout! I can see it! It's right there! Ah! I just came around the corner and I got my first look at the summit and the lookout, and wow, that feels good. It was time for spikes. The snow is in perfect condition for this. It's really hard packed. It's not slick. This is it's also not too deep, so this is really ideal for this climb. But I have that awesome fire lookout in sight. I will be there within the hour. So cool. I give you the Granite Mountain lookout and the summit of Granite Mountain. I am in a wind shelter here because the wind is insane coming out of the Alpine Lakes wilderness up the valley, and it is freezing, so I have to be here if there's going to be any chance you hear me. And it is bone-chillingly cold, but Granite Mountain lookout at the end of November. I've always wanted to do a fire lookout with some snow on a mountain, and that is perfect. They close the lookout for the winter, so I can't go up on the walkway, but it is beautiful still. But I'm gonna do some exploring. I got up here very early, so I'm gonna explore, tag the true summit. I will try to give a tour. Might only be able to do the south facing side because the north facing side, the wind is crazy, but oh wow. Well, I am here on the ridge in this little wind shelter. It's the only place I can talk because the wind really is crazy, but I am enjoying this amazing summit and fire lookout, having it all to myself in these beautiful snowy conditions. And I cannot give the tour on the north side, sadly, because the wind is too crazy, but you can see Mount Stewart, so many beautiful peaks in the Alpine Lakes wilderness, but I can give the tour on the south side. So, starting here, we have the Granite Mountain lookout, and this isn't the summit. The summit is what I went and stood on over that way. The summit's over there. But Granite Mountain lookout, and then we're coming down here. We got Silver Peak, a Beale Peak, Humpback Mountain, and then of course Rainier is in prime condition, covered in snow. And then coming back this way, the point over there, that is McClellan Butte. And then further out I can see the Olympics, Rattlesnake Ridge, Puget Sound, and Seattle. The panoramic view here is incredible, and I hope the footage does it justice because it is really quite magical to see all of these peaks covered in snow. And this wind shelter is quite the blessing. I'm just enjoying some time up here. It's surreal. But yeah, view of Mount Rainier, that is my snack view. All right, I descended off the summit, got out of the wind. I'm in the nice little basin underneath the summit, which is nice and warm compared to the crazy wind up there. And now I'm going to be heading back and just enjoying some of the most beautiful views the I-90 corridor has to offer. And it's going to be a pretty good descent. I got my spikes. The snow's in really good condition, but this is going to be beautiful. I have a feeling this is going to be a long descent just because the mountains are really showing off today. So I am going to enjoy and continue eating my snacks on the way down and warming up because brr, I am cold. Fortunately, got the sun. right back down. Granite Mountain was so much fun. I think that's probably one of the most fun climbs I've had on the I-90 corridor, and probably also some of the best views. I think Snoqualmie Mountain might have it beat in terms of views, but this was just stunning. I've had my eye on Granite for a while, and I just never, like, you know, hit send on it, and I'm really glad I waited until today and got to see it in these beautiful early winter conditions. And I'm doing this on Thanksgiving weekend, and I have to say I am very grateful that I have these amazing mountains to climb right in my backyard, and that I am physically able to get out here and do this, and that I have the time to do it. It's very special, and I do not take it for granted. But yeah, Granite Mountain, so cool. A fire lookout is always a nice bonus on a summit, but I think one of my favorite parts was being able to be on the summit and see that lake with Kaliton behind it. It was beautiful. It was bitterly cold today, but so worth it. Makes me very glad I hauled all my cold weather gear that I needed and had all my extra hand warmers and stuff. But anyway, check out Granite once it melts out this next year. It is such a cool climb, and what a fun mountain. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and here are my favorite pictures from the trail today. Enjoy.